You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
Look at her. She could be my Super Bowl. In a room, crazy, sexy.
I think it's really, it's kind of life-changing, because, I mean, like, I married the person, right? I married June. I'm going to call him June because that's his personal name, like, because he's a junior, Nonito-Donaire Jr. So, I married June. I didn't marry Nonito-Donaire Jr., you know what I mean? And we, you know, we've always kicked back. We've always just relaxed and, you know, gone to the grocery with, like, pajamas on and things, regular stupid things. And then, you know, out of nowhere, when people started seeing him a lot on TV with his fights and when he started guesting on shows, then it was like, okay, you can't go to, like, Lingnam without, like, you know, a bunch of fans asking him for pictures, or even at Safeway with, like, like the checkout people there even, like, know him too. So it's weird because I see him as June, I see him as my husband, I see him as someone as goofy as playing Guild Wars right now for, like, hours on end, and everyone else sees him totally different. Like, he's supposed to be, like, you know, this boxer, this macho type guy, and he's just goofy. It's not it's kind of like the whole, like, twist of it, the 180 that I see. Actually, no. We met in September 13, 2007. He had gotten his titles from Darchin on 777. 2 months after, I had texted all my friends that I was having a party in San Jose, and I had won U.S. Taekwondo Championship, so I made team again. So I was having a party because I haven't seen my friends because I was in training camp. And someone invited him, and at first they just told me, oh, one of my boxer friends. And I mean, in the Bay Area, you know, there's so many MMA fighters, there's so many boxers. It's kind of like, it's an everyday thing for them to be at the club, you know, it's not a big deal. So yeah, he came, and people treated him all VIP, and he didn't even say hi to me at first and things like that. It was pretty crazy. But
so he was playing hard to get, huh?
I don't, well, okay, he claims he wasn't, because the people who got him in, the party was max capacity need out because Sanity King was there the night of my party. So, like at 11, you couldn't get in anymore, and they came at like 11:30. And I guess the owners of Premier Round were at the party, and they had seen him in line, and they had came out to get him. So they had walked him past the VIP, and you know, they started talking business, started talking about him being on the cover, and I think it was like 2 months after he was actually on the cover of Premier Round. But you know, so he was, I guess, what he claims is that he was talking business, and he needed to finish his business conversation before he introduced himself. But in fairness, he did turn around for like 2 seconds, introduce himself, was like, hey, my name's Nonito, and I said, hey, my name's Rachel, and then he turned his back on me.
That was it, huh? Cold, huh?
He did his business conversation, so I just, you know, took off with my girlfriends, went to a different room, and continued dancing over on the other side until we met up later.
Huh, so how did it all come together for you guys? I mean, did he use any pickup lines after that, or what did you like about Nonito?
For a while, like, I think it's because we were both fighters, like, we were sizing each other up, you know? He was like, one of his friends asked me, they're like, hey, did you get to meet Nonito? I'm like, yeah, whatever. And they're like, he was like, what did you think of him? I was like, he's cute, but, you know, he's my yaba. He's all into himself. He thinks he's all And he told that same friend that he thought I was cute, but I was the plata. So I was like, alright, whatever. So, you know, we were just like, I don't know who this guy thinks he is, because I'm thinking, I'm like, whatever, it's my party.
Yeah.
Buying me a drink or bringing me a present or something. You shouldn't be like, you know. But after the party started dying down and they start shutting off some of the rooms, so then you have to, like, the crowd goes into one whole room. And he was two-stepping with his friends, which was another guy and a girl, and I felt sorry for him. So I was like, all right, you want to dance? And then that was pretty much it. For some odd reason, like, we started dancing, and the chemistry between us looking at each other's eyes was like, we've known each other before, kind of weird thing. It's like, I don't know, like, I know you, I know who you are, kind of weird thing. And the thing is, I didn't know who Nonito-Donaire was until, like, a while after we started dating. Like, you know, like, the guy was trying to pump him up and saying, oh, he's a world champion, and I'm like, okay, and who cares? So, after we went to Denny's, and then every single day after that, he kept coming to my house and bringing me dinner, and just would be persistent. He was trying to make, like, just, trying to court me, making it kind of old style. And, he would always say to me, he's like, I treat my women right. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, Bola. You'd say that to all the girls if you try to court, right? He's like, no,
I don't know.
I'm romantic. I'm like this. I treat my women right. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But, I mean, like I said, I was sick in the first 2 weeks, and he kept coming over trying to give me soup and stuff. And the first time, he was the first one to say I love you. And then he brought me out to dinner one day, September 28th. He brought me out to dinner, and he gave me a promise ring that I still wear on my right hand. And he wasn't a promise that he was gonna, like, that we were gonna last or that we were gonna get married someday. It was just a promise that he was gonna be faithful. I like the fact that he doesn't have to front. You know what I mean? Growing up in the Bay, you run across these guys who always try to act hard, or they try to be someone they're not. One of the things that I love about him is that he doesn't try to be someone he's not. He's one of the goofiest people I know. He's always trying to make people laugh. He's really down to earth. He takes time for everyone. I've never seen him be rude to anyone. He's just one of the sweetest people I know. And I think that's the difference, is that he knows he's comfortable in himself, that he doesn't feel like he has to prove to someone, oh yeah, I'm a man. He doesn't have to say that. He doesn't have to prove it. As much as people think he's a celebrity, he still gets starstruck with other people. You know what I mean? Like, we saw Rampage at this club in LA. And he was all starstruck. He was like, dude, I'm such a big fan. Can I take a picture? And I guess Rampage is into Asian girls. So I was holding the camera, and he's like, hey, dude, can I take a picture? And Rampage looks at me. He's all licking his lips. Like, I swear to God, like he was about to attack me. And I was like, Nonito, like, seriously, like, it was just like, yeah, man, that's my wife. And then, Rampage's like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry, you're lucky, man. But he's not the type to be like, back up, man. That, he's not the type to just, like, try to flex his muscle or anything stupid like that.
He's not a knucklehead. You know what I mean? He's not a knucklehead.
Exactly, and you think most fighters aren't like that.
But Rampage is a dog, though, I've met Rampage a couple of times. He's a trip. So I can definitely...
he's fun, it's just he scares me a little. Every time people say that we're going to do something with Rampage, I'm like, okay, just, keep him over there a little bit. Kind of scares me.
Yeah, he is. And so I take it that you're not going to watch the A-Team then, because Rampage is going to be on that movie.
Oh, I know. When we saw the preview, because we watched Iron Man 2, we saw the preview of that, and Nonito was joking. He's like, hey, your boyfriend's on TV. I'm like, shut up, dude. That's funny.
That's funny.